Hi everyone, I'm Lena and I'm 11 years old. Today I'm going to talk about fizzing rocks. So today we're going to do a very interesting lab. It is about putting these original rocks into the or make it freeze by putting them into the vinegar. And you can see here this is a warm vinegar. It's not boiling, but it is warm, and we're going to see how it reacts with these ordinary rocks. And these rocks, they are limestone, and when they fizz, it's very cool. But the most interesting thing about the lab today is how and why do they fizz like that. So before doing the experiment, I need to wear the safety goggles in order to protect my eyes if it has an explosion. I just want to remind you, you always need to wear safety goggles. Okay, so now we're going to put these rocks into the beaker, like that, like right in the middle, and then we're going to pour in the warm vinegar. All right, you can see that the air bubbles are flowing up here and it's beginning to fizz. But why does it happen like that? Why does it fizz? It's just rock and some vinegar. Well, it fizz, it has a reason. Because like in the limestone, there is a mineral called the calcite. And this mineral reacts with the acid in the vinegar. That is why it fizz and make air bubbles. These bubbles are not ordinary one. So here, I've put another limestone inside the beaker. Now we're going to pour it in, pour the warm vinegar in. And you can still see it's fizzing. But why does it fizz? It's just like the other limestone. It has a mineral called calcite, and that mineral reacts with the acid inside vinegar, making carbon dioxide bubbles. These air bubbles are carbon dioxide. They react together and created carbon dioxide. That is why there are carbon dioxide bubbles floating from the rock. And that is also why the rock is reacting with the acid in the vinegar. But these two limestone, they react with the vinegar. But does the normal rock do? So here I have a normal rock. It's not a limestone, and we're going to do an experiment with it. Just put it in the beaker like the other two and pour the hot vinegar in. Can you see any air bubbles floating up? Not actually, right? So why doesn't it react with the vinegar? They're all just rocks. Well, the mineral in the calcite, the mineral calcite in that rock, in that normal rock, it's not reacting with the vinegar. It doesn't create any carbon dioxide bubbles at all. So these three rocks, even though they are all rocks, the limestone reacts with the acid in the vinegar, but not the other one. The other normal rock is just a normal one, and it doesn't fizz when it is in hot vinegar. So these two, they have calcite, and this calcite in that limestone reacts with the acid in the vinegar, creating carbon dioxide bubbles. But this other one, it doesn't. So after we do a small experiment, you can see that some rock fizz and some don't. And as a scientist, we want to write down the things that we have experimented. So here is a short paragraph. The acid and the vinegar react with the mineral calcite in the limestone. This chemical reaction produced carbon dioxide bubbles. This is a very interesting experiment that we should try at home. We can see that the rocks, the limestone, are reacting with the bubbles, with the vinegar, creating carbon dioxide bubbles. So today we've did a very interesting experiment about the chemical reaction of rock and vinegar. Well, that's all about my video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.